Hey, I'm Phil Ho. We're here for part 3 of Rigging 101. Like I said, I posted to my Facebook page and to YouTube now. I figured it out. It wasn't that hard. Just had to open up a Gmail account. So you can see the videos, Rigging 101, part 1, part 2, and this will be part 3. Once again, we're practicing social distancing right now. Things are still crazy out. The more we can do this, the better off everything's going to be in the end, or at the end maybe a little bit sooner, but it's still a ways away. I'm going to keep shooting these videos. I'm here for you. I have one person in my shop with me, Jason Perez, who's been with me for a couple years. He's been practicing social distancing. I know his habits. I know he's not going out and partying. He's hanging out with mom. That's it. And so here we go. So today, I wanted to do a little change up other than the power that I did the other day because I couldn't do enough stuff with it. So we're going to do a small self-climbing structure. You'll see them from this small size with 12-inch towers, mine are 18-inch towers, all the way up to where you need 100-ton cranes to put them together. So I'm in my vest, I'm in my helmet, I'm wearing a Petzl Vertec vent. It's ANSI Z89.1. It's got a venting in it. I've got a headlamp hooked to it. It's my go-to helmet for work at height because it's got a chin strap on it. So I use it all the time. Whenever somebody just put their helmet on, whenever there's a crane there, a bunch of forklifts moving around, we put our vest on, we put our helmet on, we stay compliant with whatever the employer is asking us to do. So the most important thing about roof systems of any size is the base detail. I happen to use 4x4 plates stacked on top of each other. I put my hinge block onto the plates. It gets secured with a breaking strength 30,000-pound 4-inch ratchet strap. That's my securing method. You can see tons of methods of securing base plates or securing towers to bases. It always or almost invariably involves some kind of screw jack to make sure it's level. We want to make sure our towers are as level and plumb as possible. So Jason and I have already set them up. We've plumbed them with a level, and we're ready to keep putting this together. The base out detail, amazingly enough, I use 100-foot tapes, string, tape measure. This is a cheater tape measure. If you don't know how to use a tape measure, go get yourself a cheater tape measure. This one got 8/16, 30 seconds all written into it, so you can, when somebody says, hey, put that 1 foot 6 1/4 inches away, you can put it 1 foot 6 1/4 inches away. Not anymore, not any less. So, learn how to read a tape measure. It's a great thing. You'll see invariants. You'll see people doing base out. They're very critical of the numbers, the levelness, and the plumbness of the towers, so the roof systems are functioning properly. So after the base detail, we have some parts. I have hinge blocks with a lock block on it, or a lifting block on it. I have tower truss. Tower truss is a little different than the other truss. You'll see lacing on 4 sides, and it goes in different directions. If you're using an old Brown style roof, or we call a Gallagher roof now, because I think they bought most of them, it's going to be a column of steel that gets picked up with a crane. Yeah, just there you go. There's different styles, there's different everything, but most important that when we're in a vertical sense, we're using tower truss versus regular truss, which has ladders on 2 sides and then lacing on the sides. It's meant to use it horizontal. Okay, so Jason and I have attached our tower to the hinge block. We've attached the head block, which is the primary way the chain motor goes over the top of the tower and lifts the truss. We're going to walk this one up in a second. Jason's going to walk over, help me walk it up. We're going to pin it. We'll do the other tower. It's important to remember that we've tightened our truss bolts. We checked our truss bolts at both ends right here before it goes away. So we checked our bolts here and here, make sure it's all attached. Oh, by the way, this is the horizontal member. This is what's going to be going up and down on the towers. It rides on the lock blocks, which ride up and down the towers. Come on over, Jason, to get the tower on. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. So, we've got the tower. Jason's pinning it for me. Pins are in. That's great. By the way, if you didn't know, this is a spigoting connection right here, spigoting connection here versus a bolted connection. Spigoting connections are pinned. Bolted connections are bolted, obviously. Spigots carry load a little bit better, or a lot better. And I'm standing behind the truss talking. They carry the load through the main wall cords versus a plate which carries it from plate to plate. Okay, so we have our basic rig built here. It's got its horizontal component. It's got 2 towers on it. We're going to get ready to talk about chain motors and then rigging that goes with this. I wanted to keep this one short today because if I keep moving on this, we're going to get way too deep into detail rigging, and I want to keep our segments short. The next thing is that, of course, to make this thing go up, we have motors, we have a distro, we have a way to control the 2 motors. I'm using a Motion Labs 8-way, piece of 50 amp cable with a 50 amp connector to it. I've tied it into my house power with a set of cam tails here. We always start with the ground. We plug in, then we run the colors here. Motors don't need a neutral, so you're just going to see a ground and 3 hot legs. I know my is ready because I got a green light here. And when Motion Lab builds it, green light means the motor is going to be going up. And for me, when a motor goes up, it means the chain's going into the bag. So whether the motor is inverted or standard, motor down, chain going into the bag means the motor is going up. Chain coming out of the bag means the motor goes down. I think I'm going to stop with that installment right there. I feel good about this one. If you have questions, you can email me at philippo701@gmail.com. I want to thank Jason for being here today with me. He'll be with me for the next couple installments. We'll post this one tonight. We'll post another one on Tuesday, and then we'll continue. And our other spot is going to be opening up at the end of next week. So I'm hoping to go over there. We already have a ground support rig built over there with lighting attached to it. And then we'll get into some different rigging and some different lighting. So for the next couple episodes, if you want to know about motors, you want to know about span sets, you want to know about GAC flex, you want to know about shackles, please email me those questions, and I will do my best to answer all of them. Thank you for hanging out with me for this 5 or 8 minutes, whatever it's going to be, and yeah, thank you. Stay in touch. Call me if you have to. Don't be alone out there. We're all in this together. Thank you.